Okay, what I'm doing here is an M125 kit, and there is another YouTube video on this, and there's the pictorial diagram of what I have here. And I got most of the hardware installed on it. 5 tube sockets, and I have a marked V1, 2, V3, 4, and 5. Still need to put the quad cap on, and there's the pentode triode switch there. The difficult part, here's the 4 ohm, 8 ohm your speaker cables, fuse holder, IEC connector, and your single RCA jack. They're mono blocks, 125 watts channel, power transformer, output transformer, driver board goes there. This was the difficult part here. We got the SCM. And for those who might be thinking of doing an M125 amp, here's the SCM. This is probably the trickiest part of the wiring, I think. It just takes a lot of time to do. And I want to just show that to any people who might be wondering how this works. That's lug 1 to lug 3, and there's 4 and 5. And we got the 330Ks right there, soldered into lugs 1 and 2, and soldered into lugs 4 and 5. Then we got a jumper wire across 2 and 4 with the jumper wire over lug 3. And then on this side we got a 5.5 inch wire off of lug 1 and a 3.5 inch wire off of lug 5. So, but I used my and the negatives, some Elna's 350 volt, 150 microfarad. So the negatives go from 2 to 1 and from 5 to 4. The negatives on 5 there, and positives on 4, and then negatives on 2, positive on 1. So that's the setup on that. And then then you have it so the caps face the quad cap and gets bolted in this way. So I just thought I'd post this on YouTube in case anyone who's doing the kit wants to see a close-up of how that's done. Excuse the lighting. I should have on better lighting. So that's how it looks, and I used a lot of heat. So I have my solder station on probably closer to 800 degrees. I just wanted to make sure I had good secure connection. I also did good strong mechanical connections prior to me soldering. So I used this big honker here to make sure everything was on there real tight. And then I made sure that I had plenty of heat on these terminals, and so the solder flowed through really nicely. I like that. Might clean it up a bit. Okay, I'll post another update when I get the remaining parts. I got this on blanket because I don't want to scratch the bottoms of the output and power transformer. So that's the reason why I'm doing that. So, well, I'll post another update when I get the remaining stuff soldered into the chassis. But anyway, when I finish the rest of the chassis hookup, then I'll post another video, and then I'll post a video after I get done wiring the app, which might take a couple days. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, just taking my time with it. Talk to you later. See ya, Don.